Okay, welcome to Conspiracy Theories. This is a conspiracy theory short. This is Catherine. I am also the creator of Queen Cancer Tarot and She Reads Tarot, thus the name She Reads Tarot below, so don't be confused. This is Tarot Talk Live, okay? Please go and check out both of my other channels, She Reads Tarot, where I read for all 12 signs on a monthly basis, and also Queen Cancer Tarot, which is my main channel. And you can also join the membership if you are so inclined. So go and check out both channels and see if you like. All right, so I'm just jumping on here real quick because there's a lot going on everywhere. Some of it seems to be intentional. All of it seems to be intentional. Some of it is after effects of other things happening. But I don't even know. It's almost like I don't even know who and where to start with. I know I wanted to talk about let's just get down to it. I was going to not do it, and then I was going to do it, and I was not going to do it. Let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. I need to know what's going on with this whole Project Blue Book with General Casland and his disappearance. Hold on just a second, because I don't want to mince words here. I want to get this all the way right. When I hold on one second, guys. I got my notes here. One second, folks. I'm just pulling something up real quick. Okay, because I want to make sure I have my dates correct. All right. So, there's so much. So, just we're going to talk about, and he definitely was a general, he was a major general, retired U.S. Air Force Major General William Neil McCaslin. He went by Neil. Okay, he was 68 years old. He is 68 years old. He has been missing since February the 27th. Interesting. 4 days before Nancy's disappearance. And we have barely gotten any coverage on this general's disappearance since it happened. There are a couple of news media outlets that have taken upon themselves to keep this in the open. News Nation is one of them. Okay. Their reporting has been stellar and informative. Okay. But from what I know, is that first of all, we have the island situation that has been on each and every one of our forefront of our minds. We want this information released because we want to know the truth behind our leaders and who they are and what they've been doing. Period, point blank. I'm not afraid of the backlash. Truth is truth. It is what it is. Okay, viewership is already low, so I'm not worried about losing anything. Okay, obviously, I'm blessed, so I'm not worried about losing anything. I am here for a reason, and we are going to spread truth. So, Mr. McCasland disappeared 4 days before Nancy. Mr. McCasland, his background was that he worked for or with Project Blue Book. Okay. He is a highly decorated retired general. He managed some of the Air Force's top space research and weapons programs, including work at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, a site which is often linked to UFOs. This connection has stirred public intrigue, though investigators emphasize that there's no evidence linking his disappearance to either any of his work that he did in the past. Okay. Yeah, they just don't have any evidence linking his disappearance to any of his work that he did in the past, right? Nothing to do with UFOs. Okay. Here we are today, and they still don't know where he is. They don't even know why he left. Okay. Authorities are continuing active missing person investigation with no confirmed sightings to date. Is that not weird or strange? There's no foul play confirmed. No evidence of any criminal activity, but nothing has been ruled out. Okay. They are searching with drones, helicopters, infrared cameras, canine units, ground teams. There's a lot behind looking for him. So obviously, there's a lot of important information that he has. And we all know that the island situation, like I said, has been at our forefront, but we have these things that have been popping up that are huge. We have also been taunted with the idea of getting the truth about possible UFO existence and encounters that the government has had and knows about and has evidence of, and we're supposedly by our leader being promised that that information would be released. This guy heavily tied to the top of the top when it comes to that information is now missing. We all know that our leader says things that never happen in comparison with the island files, promising that they would be released. It had to be done. It was going to be done. And then now, are we still talking about that? What's the big deal? That's not a big deal. Move on. It's not important. There's nothing to see here. How do we go from one extreme to the other? After having a critical conversation with Miss Bondi about what she saw in the files and how incriminating potentially it could be. Allegedly, this conversation went similar to this. Allegedly. It's all alleged. So there are powers that are out there trying to control situations and thinking and where our eyes and ears are and our minds are. Now everybody is talking about this and about that. And ooh, we even have a whole war. I mean, if somebody wanted to save their life, they would start a war if they had the power. Don't you think? Don't you think? I'm just saying. Don't you think? So my question is, and the biggest question that I have, first, I want to know, did he leave willingly or was he taken away against his will? Okay, so let's just see. What are we looking for? Okay, so we have legal matters here. Okay. We have scales and a legal situation. Okay. Let's keep going here. Okay. What else can we get here? Did he leave willingly or was he taken against his will? Did he leave willingly? We have round and round. And when I see that round and round, and this is water here, it's like water going down a drain. But there's water. I'm getting emotional circles, some sort of emotional circle. Could it be some sort of there was no sign of any disturbance. Did he have legal matters that let's see here. Interesting. So we have too late and we have secrets. Time is up and secrets. Time is up for secrets that were being kept. Okay. But legal matters here. We have round and round. So there's the energy of going over legal options. Maybe it was under advice of attorneys. Okay, while they went around and around with attorneys consulted. Okay, sorry for the noise in the background if you guys hear loud music. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, what else is coming? Oh, look at this, y'all. Under pressure, time's running out, y'all. Look at this. I am telling you right now. And this says karmic ties. There's some sort of ties to the past, secrets that were kept for a long time. This talks about cycles, triggers, lessons, something that has been going on over and over. This has been a legal situation. This is highly, highly classified. So there's legal ramifications, right? And maybe he's going around and around with his attorneys about what his authority is or how. I don't know. Let's keep going. I don't want to look too deep into it. I want to keep going here. Time is running out and karmic ties. Okay, under pressure, decisions. Yeah, these people were probably pressuring him to make a decision about coming out with this information, declassifying it, letting these secrets out that he has in his head. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got fed up here. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. So my thing was my next thing, and the thing that I've had in the back of my mind since the limited information I've had, it's sketchy about this, but I'm going to try to bring us up to speed. For those of you who don't know, please do your research. Okay. But I'm going to try to bring you guys up to speed with some of this. I wasn't going to get into it because it's so many levels of deep that I feel like if I get into it, I have to get all the way into it. And I don't know that I want to get all the way into it. I don't know how that sounds, but it makes sense to me. And I'm going to listen to my intuition on that. So I'm not going off into certain rabbit holes. Okay. That's all I know. I don't want to do that because there's things that I don't even want to and just don't want that energy. But with fed up, I'm getting an energy of like taking notes on all over the place here. I'm just getting like a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of things on this person's mind. They're trying to um, make a checklist of all these things. Um, you see a heart on one, so they're thinking about their relationships. You see a dollar sign, I believe, on one, so they're thinking about financial affairs. They're just fed up with everything. You see arrows going in different directions. So there's like an energy of, yeah, not knowing which direction to go in. I think that's looks like a compass. There's a check mark on one with a box with a check mark in it. So it's like this person is like checking all their boxes all at once and they are fed up with everything. Okay, that is on them. There's a lot of pressure. It says that under pressure here. Don't play. Don't play. Do not play. Ask a question with good intentions, and the question is well thought of. You're going to get your answers here, y'all. So let's just keep going. So with fed up here, I'm just concerned here. My thing is that he's overwhelmed. They said that he took a weapon with him that he always took with him, I guess, when he went on these runs or jogs that he would go on, mile-long runs, because this man was very, very avid runner and, yeah, outdoorsman. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What's the next one? Okay, secret accounts, y'all. See? Fed up. He's overwhelmed with all of the secrets that he has in his head, right? That he has locked up in his head. It is overwhelming. I feel like though there's some sort of either advice perhaps or either he feels that he's running out of time. They're after these secrets. Now the leaders are pressuring for these secrets to be released. He has these promises or karmic ties, these promises to, past classified, you know, intelligence, um, I guess, what do you want to say, responsibilities that he holds. And it's getting to him. He's wondering if it's going to have any ramifications that are going to come back around to bite him I give up these secrets, and some council is formed, will they be able to come and prosecute me? Because this leadership likes to do what they want to do, whether it's legal or not. This person is perhaps going round and round, considering the ramifications of it all, right? So I feel like there's some pressure. He's running out of time because there's apparently this announcement is going to be made. Some experts feel like it's going to be made on a particular anniversary. It's coming up in July, but we'll see. It didn't happen during the State of the Union, so we'll see. Y'all, this troubles me. Let's look under the deck. Let's look under the deck. It says self love. Okay. That makes me feel a little better. I'm going to look at the card underneath it. But this is an energy of someone who is really self-preservation. Like, I know what my leaders are pressuring me to do. I know what the world is wanting. I know, but I also know what my oath was to this project that was extremely classified to the extent of everything that humankind didn't know. This was a secret that only between him and humankind, I feel, in a way, and maybe a few others, right? So we have self love going on, and behind that, so behind that, we have the Jezebel card, which is interesting. Interesting. Because that Jezebel is like represented, looks like a snake laying there, right on the ground. It's not, it's a female, but with very little clothing on. Has on clothing though, so I'm not gonna get in trouble for it. And then we have losing sleep. See, there's an energy of this person. See, they're not wanting to be taken down by this Jezebel. Just because the Jezebel is pressuring them to do something, I feel like Casland is going to protect self first. Maybe his wife knows more than she's letting on, which that's another good question to ask. Maybe the wife knew that this was happening. Maybe this was prepared. Maybe there was a place that he went to under pressure that only him and his wife know about, or you know what I mean? Come on now. We have losing sleep, and then we have some sort of addiction coming up after that. But y'all know what it says. It's that S word. Okay, rhymes with plex. Addiction here, but that is more so giving me an energy of someone with losing sleep and then having this addiction. Worried, replaying events, thinking about you over and over in your head. Yeah, there's just an energy of something. I feel like this person feels as though they're being watched, if that makes sense to you. Like, next card is bad credit, debt, unemployed, and then twin flames. Yeah. Okay. Worried about an addiction, bad credit, debt, and then we got the twin flame card coming up again, which is right, falls in line here with this karmic ties. It's like this person is worried about some sort of legal ramifications. This person, I'm getting secrets twice. So there's more than just the secrets that are in this person's head. I feel like there are other secrets in here. Okay, secret accounts. I feel like this person may have financially benefited from things. Maybe this person knows things about money or financial things that have been done here. We have bad credit here, debt, unemployment, and twin flames. So I'm getting an energy of whoever this karmic is here under pressure, and karmic ties is putting this person under pressure because they have secrets on them. And they're saying they're using this against them to release secret. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Here's what's happening. I don't know if this person is being extorted, but I feel like they're being extorted with losing sleep and Smek's addiction. You think about Smek's addiction here, you're thinking about somebody who is like, doing things with, random people, or perhaps as some sort of, like they, for money. Okay. So there's that indication, but I don't mean specifically. All right. So try to open your mind a little bit. We're not talking about that act here. We're talking about, and perhaps even if we are, okay, that's a whole nother reading, but just say that this person is worried about being extorted because there are secrets that leadership knows about them, right? But they're being extorted to release other secrets that they feel as though they are bound by law to keep classified. There could be that. And just what if this person left on their own? Because I'm not seeing anything about any sort of like, I just don't see any chaos. I don't see any violence. I don't see anybody being taken away. I don't see any interaction in a fighting way. This round and round here, there's water. So this is just giving me some sort of a smooth exit here. Okay. This kind of looks like a portal. It almost looks like this person just disappeared. But it was smooth. I'm just getting an energy that this person left. They were under pressure, right? But I feel like there was this person was under pressure. They were being extorted in a way. They were being threatened with bad credit, not having any money, being unemployed, perhaps having some sort of legal matters. I don't know. There was some sort of extortion, I feel like, taking place. Okay, and the leaving part was to get away from it all. So let's just kind of see more here. Let's look into this a little deeper. Tell me about legal matters and round and round. So you see, when we ask a question, we don't just get answers, we get detailed answers. Okay. So round and round in legal matters. So interesting. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and this guy is in the reverse. And interesting here, because the Knight of Pentacles in the upright can very much reflect that energy of, I could say, let's just say this is General McCasland's energy. Okay. And that Knight of Pentacles in the upright is someone who's moving forward slowly but surely, right? Slowly but surely. When it's in the reverse, well, there's an energy of just not moving at all, not wanting to do anything, right? There's also an energy of someone who is feeling like there's some sort of irresponsible action that's taken, because the Knight of Pentacles in the upright is someone you can count on, someone who's highly reliable, extremely reliable to the highest standards. And I feel that that is this General McCasland. But I feel with this legal matters round and round, this whatever's triggering McCasland right now has got him in that reverse energy, and he's feeling like there's something irresponsible about what he's being asked to do. I can't even imagine the information that this guy knows. Okay. That there gives me enough pause to say this person feels that, you know what, you're asking me to do something that I feel is against. This is the very reason why I was asked to do this. So I feel irresponsible about doing what you're asking me to do. Okay. This is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we have here. 9 of Cups and the 2 of Pentacles. This is someone who is not satisfied, like they are going back and forth. Like this person, the 2 of Pentacles is an energy of someone who is, juggling. They're juggling, they're going back and forth, weighing a decision. They're wanting to make the most responsible decision, the most balanced decision they can make. Do you see what I'm saying? And that 9 of Cups energy, this is all about wish fulfillment, right? But there's a cup missing. There's a cup missing. So this person needed more information, perhaps. They needed more time, because Pentacles reflects time for me. Okay? It reflects time. So I feel like this person felt like they needed more time. 3:33, I'm looking at on my clock, y'all. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was 3:38. It looked like a 3. Okay. So yeah, so I feel like wanting to have more time to make this decision that he felt like was highly irresponsible. The problem was with too late and secrets, there's the energy of running out of time here. Tell me about too late and secrets here. Needing more time. Tell me about too late and secrets. Too late and secrets, please. So we have that Page of Cups. This is someone who's in their head. And do you see what's interesting about this Page of Cups? And it also comes with the Sun. This card is all about the truth. This card is all about awakening, something coming out, information coming out in the open. But we have the Page of Cups. That Page of Cups is water. This is emotions. but it also represents with the page. This represents time. This represents needing time to think about a situation or to think over a situation, right? There's an energy also of, feeling like panicking, a sense of panic here with the sun. It's like this is getting ready to come out in the open. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm running out of time to really think things through. Do you see how we have the moon here and the moon here, and there's like a planet, I feel like, in the distance. But this is like a very cosmic energy here. Okay. And this cup is suspended in air. So, and the eyes are removed. There are no eyes in any of these cards. Like these people don't have face expressions, they only have mouths. That's interesting. You can only see their mouth here. Um, hmm. So, yeah, there's an energy of thinking about this truth coming out and what effect this is going to have. Okay. What effect this is going to have. Um, and needing time to think things through. Look at this, the Ace of Swords. This is all about communication. This is all about someone who is coming in with some honest form of communication, some sort of truth, right? This is all about clarity, right? This person is thinking their way through how am I going to tell these secrets? I'm running out of time here. We have the Four of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles also time, but it also reflects energy. And with the four, that is an energy of grounded, right? The number four represents grounded. It also represents protection, someone who's kind of digging their way into the ground, right? With the truth. So this is an energy of someone who is guarding themselves. They are hunkering down with this truth. They need more clarity on the situation here. Behind the scenes, however, we have the Lovers. This represents some sort of a contract, promise, partnership. Okay. Some sort of a partnership, promise, or a contract. And then we have the Strength card. So all of these, and this is all major arcana here underneath the deck. Okay. This is something that Strength card is all about standing behind, standing up for what you believe in. Okay. There's some sort of promise, and this person made this promise, and I feel like it was to mankind. I feel like it was to the universe, the cosmos. I feel like there was some information that this person promised to guard and keep. And now they're under this pressure, crazy pressure. They're losing sleep. But with this addiction here, this obsessive pressure, this almost snake like energy, right? That we see coming through with this Jezebel here. There's an energy of, you know what? Do I preserve self? I have to. So this person took off. They took off. I don't know if there's plans to come back. We have bad credit and twin flames here. We'll get deeper into the woods on that, but not in the weeds. Okay. I want to be careful because there's certain paths I don't go down anyways, and I just don't want that. So under pressure and karmic ties. Under pressure and karmic ties. Who are the karmic ties? Well, karmics are the past, promises, ties, contracts, promises that you made with people in the past that you once, were a part of, organizations perhaps even. Okay. Think about certain projects. Okay. Funding that was given. All right. So tell me about under pressure. Who is putting you under pressure? Well, we have the Hermit coming out. Hermit is all about examining a person, a situation, an activity, and seeing what is, what you need to do. Is there anything that you need to do in this situation here? You're under pressure. People are waiting. That Hermit is asking questions. That Hermit is trying to figure out, if I do this, then what's going to happen? If I do this, what's going to happen? That High Priestess just fell out. The High Priestess just fell out. If I do this, then what? In their head, thinking about what's going to happen. What is this potentially going to turn into? The Ace of Pentacles. This could really, really, really go in directions that we don't want it to go in. Where is this going to take us? I have cards and oracle cards mixed in. Oh no, I picked that up. I was like, what did I do? Sorry, I picked that up. The High Priestess here and the Hermit. Under pressure from the top. That High Priestess represents the top. Under pressure from the top, being examined, watched, in an examining room. This almost looks like an interrogation room, right? And they're very vulnerable. That dress is see-through. I mean, yeah. Being looked at under a microscope, wondering what the implications are. This person needed to get away. Self-love and Jezebel here. Self-love and Jezebel. This person chose to protect themselves. They knew the administration was just under some sort of a tactic here. See, look, Knight of Wands. This is someone who is being rebellious. They're going against the grain, against leadership, against anybody telling them what to do and when and how. This person is going to do things that is best for them. That Knight of Wands energy is all about action. This is someone who's coming in on their own. They have this stick here, this wand. This is to show others, like, listen, back up. Don't get too close. I got this, right? This is someone who's coming in like a hero. They're coming in to save the day. They don't need any help. They don't need any assistance here. Self-love, self-preservation. And that is all about fighting back. That's almost stubborn energy in a way. Let's get one more to go with this Knight of Wands here. We got two more. And the first one, look at this. The first is the Eight of Pentacles, self-love, self-care, self-preservation, working by yourself, not needing any assistance, not needing to be pressured or under pressure from anybody. And the next card is this, the Two of Swords. This is all about breaking away. This is all about also doing things in opposition. You're breaking away, but you're doing your own thing. You're cutting the other party out, right? You're making decisions that are on your own. See what I'm saying? You're not in lockstep with this other sword. These swords are not intertwined. You see what I'm saying? Not the one sword is not keeping the other sword in place. One of these swords can easily slide away and do their own thing at any moment. And that is this right here. Do you see that? So I do get that indication. Under the deck, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. The Fool. The Fool's journey. It's a lone journey. It's someone who's going off on a journey. They do intend to come back. They don't plan on being gone for too long, but they are going independently. Okay. And they're doing their own thing. They're taking a leap. And when it says leap off of a cliff, I hope that this isn't like intentional. This next card is giving me King of Swords is a very cold energy. So I don't know. I'm going to have to see where they're located. I think he lives in, see, where does he live? I don't want to get this wrong, y'all. I don't want to get this wrong. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, I want to know if there are mountains near where he is. I believe there are in Albuquerque. I want to know if there are mountains where he is, or if there are any cliffs or anything like that. There is some concern about that. So I'm just kind of putting that on the back burner here, that we do have that. All right. But we've got this Seven of Wands here, which is giving me someone who is defending themselves. Like they're protecting themselves. They are safe. They're actually keeping people away. So, and that King of Swords is someone who's going off and doing something that they know to be right. This is someone who's going on their own authority. Hello. This is someone who's going on a short journey on their own authority. They weren't taken. Nothing bad has happened. And whatever this person is doing, they're doing it of their own authority here. But I feel like they're protecting themselves. We also have the Queen of Wands behind the Seven of Wands. Very, very strong fire energy. Also an energy of someone who's very confident and who knows what they're doing. Okay? They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. So if this person went out there on rogue, they know what they're doing. They know how to go out in these terrains. They know where to go. They either have a place where they're safe. They plan on coming back. But this person is right now preserving self right now. So let's see. Tell me about losing sleep and Smeg's addiction. I feel like, again, this is someone who's been pressured in a negative way, almost like extorted here. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting like blackmailed, or like, if you don't do this, I'll do that type. Tell me about losing sleep and sex addiction. But I don't want to get off into this person's business or anything of that nature. That's not what this reading is about here. And I have all these cards coming out in the reverse. So we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. We have the Page Princess of Wands in the reverse. 2 wands here in the reverse. There's energy of something. This is the no card. Ace of Wands in the upright is yes. This is no. Someone being told no, perhaps. Page of Wands in the reverse is also an energy of not being able to count on someone, or someone throwing a freaking tantrum because somebody said no. And with the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, this reflects an energy of someone taking an unfair dynamic or extortion. Y'all, I am done. I am done. This man is being extorted about something. He said no. I feel like Mr. Casland was not with the shits. Now, he might have been with something, but there's something that Mr. Casland was not with the shits about. I'm sorry for my French, but it is what it is. Fed up in secret accounts. I'm telling you right now, there was something that this person was pushing back against, and he was being threatened with losing his job, being threatened with money issues. You know what I'm saying? Twin flames. There's something about soulmate. You know, like he's married, he has responsibilities, a family. Like there's an energy of leaving people in debt. So let's go further. Let's look here, because I cannot, y'all. Tell me about fed up in secret accounts. Y'all, I look up the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse and just go through all of the meanings. This represents extortion. And I told y'all that I felt that energy with this Smex addiction, because it's about like extortion. You know, you think about sexually extorting somebody, losing sleep, up all night. But there's also an energy of this person's nervous, or they're being taunted. Okay. They're up all night. They're being taunted. They're being extorted. Okay. Extortion. Tell me about fed up and secret accounts. Y'all, this is just to show y'all how energy does not lie. Let me relight my incense, because I feel like off. Even my wrist is starting to get really, ugh. Everything is starting to bother me. I feel like I focus better, and this is like aromatherapy for me. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I also had to light my camera, but not light my camera. Light my candle. All right. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So this, like I said, the neighbors are just, ugh. I'm so happy that I am moving, you guys. I'm so excited. I can't wait until after this retrograde is up. I've just really gone through it, y'all. Just everything has been coming down on me this here week, but I am fighting back. So listen, okay. Another thing, I feel like this person is consulting with attorneys just to make sure that there's no legal ramifications, right? We already talked about that. But we've got fed up in secret accounts here, which is also giving me an energy of either this person There's something. There may be some extortion, like if you don't tell this, we'll tell the American public that you have these accounts and, you're financially tied up in money that was given to oversee certain things, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Maybe they've done some sort of, I don't know. But I'm not going off into that because I feel like they're trying to extort this man for things that he is being credible and stand up about. But let's just see. Let's just see. Tell me about fed up and secret accounts. I don't feel like things should be secret, but see, look, Five of Wands, they're fighting. There's some disagreement, some back and forth. There's people that are using their power in a way to pull strings. You see what I'm saying? This is some sort of an abuse of the fact that, you know what, we gave you all this money. We did this. We know this. And so now we're going to use that against you. Do you see what I'm saying? Or out you in some way to try to make you look bad to the American people if you don't do what we tell you to do. And I feel like there's an energy of they're going to try to find some way, but they can't. What they get is what head. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's see. See, we have the devil in the reverse, baby. Listen. This is perfect that this card comes out with the Five of Wands, okay? Because, see, the devil is always trying to start up trouble, you know what I'm saying? But in this particular case here, we have the devil in the reverse. This is an energy of somebody who works independently. There's something that you can't get. And remember, I said what this person has is locked up in their head. Doesn't that look like a moon in this devil's head here? In that devil card's head. And then you have it's in the reverse. It's like a horn, but it's still the shape of a moon. That represents secrets. And this is in the reverse. You can't get to this secrets that this person is holding, and you're trying to shake it out of them. You're trying to extort them. You're trying to perhaps even threaten them, their family, their livelihoods, their maybe even their lives. Okay. See, that's what that is. That's what that is about. Under the deck, look at that. Look at that. Seven of Swords. This represents, you know what? I have what I have, and you can't get to it. You're going to have to go through me to get what I have behind me. Do you see what I'm saying? Look at this. Seven of Swords, Lone Ranger. This person is like, listen, I'll take the secrets that I have locked up in my head and we'll go off into the wind. You'll never be able to find us where we're going. You'll never know where we are. I will free myself from what the chaos that you're trying to bring, all this extortion, all of this. Yeah, I'm fed up. I'm over it. You can't touch me if you can't get to me, if you don't know where I am. And look, we have the Six of Cups. This is the memory card. Look at how brilliant this is. I am going to take me, myself, and my memories, and we're going to go in a place that you can't get to us. How about that? How would you feel if that happened? Interesting. That's how this person is able to do what they do. There's an energy of this is how this person is able to remain free or independent and not have to worry about this pressure here. But tell me about bad credit here in twin flames. Unemployed, debt, bad credit in twin flames. Tell me about bad credit, debt, and twin flames. I see like these two that are like camping outdoors, right? This couple, and they're in a campsite outdoors. I mean, I feel like his wife knows where he is, perhaps. Look at this. 7 of Cups is in the reverse, y'all. This is all about confusion and it's in the reverse. So it's all about clarity, right? After a time of confusion, right? Getting answers that you've been waiting for. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And we have justice in the reverse. Look at this. See, this is all about not having to answer to justice. This is all about retribution. This is not being accountable, avoiding accountability, avoiding having to answer questions. And we have clarity. So, knowing, and I'm getting an energy of this twin flame, that this person's wife knows where they are. They know. But yeah, there's an energy of avoiding answering. And look, we have the 4 of Wands here. See? See? This is all about commitment, a relationship, right? A promise, even a pact between lovers. And we have the 6 of Wands. This is victory. This is the victory card. This is I win. This is I win. United we stand. Okay. Look at this, y'all. We got the 2 of Cups. Before that, we got the 3 of Pentacles. I cannot. 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. I feel like the husband and the wife are working together and protecting one another. That's what I'm getting, y'all. We got the 10 of Cups here. This is a family. They're protecting this man. This man is being protected by his family. Okay. You're not going to be able to find where he is. They know where he is. He's safe. Okay. We have judgment here. 10 of Cups and judgment. Like I say, this family is protecting this man. So I feel like he left of his own will. That's just me. We will find out more about this. I feel like that's why this has gone on for so long, even longer than Nancy Guthrie. And still there has been no finding. No finding. And there isn't going to be until he's ready to be found, I feel. I feel like there's also legal things that are happening in the background. Like I say, I'm not getting off into the weeds in this. I'm not. There were just a few questions I wanted to ask. And if this was something nefarious, I wanted to really know that. And if this was something that was also orchestrated, I wanted to know. And I feel like there's a bit of both going on, but more so orchestrated to protect his honor or his promise, okay? His oath that he made. Well, this has been an impromptu version of Tarot Talk Live, you guys. Like I said, it says she reads tarot, but it's very much me, same person. I have 3 different channels. The links to my channels are below. I've been begging you guys, please go and subscribe to all of my channels. I am trying to grow, and that is the way that I'm going to be able to do it, is as a collective. If we are all growing across the board, this is going to be something beautiful. You guys, you already see I don't mind giving my time, whether it's free and I'm getting anything out of it or not. But I am asking you for your likes and your subscribership, okay? And if you would like to be as generous to donate to the channel in that way, please think about or consider joining as a member. There are plenty of perks to all 3 levels, right? The first 2 are open now. The 3rd level will be open probably by Friday. But yeah, the final level is going to include all extendeds across all 3 of my channels for free. All right, to anyone who is a member of Queen Cancer Tarot, which is my main channel, go check that out. The link is below. if you guys would like to see more conspiracy theories like this, let me know. I am doing more true crime, incorporating that into these readings on conspiracy theory. It fits in quite well. But we are going to get back to the Nancy Guthrie case in our next episode of Conspiracy Theory. I just wanted to break away and do this because it was on my mind, y'all. I was curious. I wanted to know. And I don't see a lot of things going on out there about this. And I just really feel like there's a reason behind it. And there is. And I'm not going into it. I'm not, but I see what's happening on the outskirts of it all. And it ain't cute. I love you guys though, and I'll see you on the next one. And I hope you enjoy this message. Bye.